Hello friends, welcome back once again. Today we'll see how to convert an audio file into a meeting note summary. So let's say you have recorded an audio of your meeting and you wanted to have a summary of it, like what all the follow-up actions needed. All the stuff is what you're looking for using OpenAI. So I've divided the video into two parts. The part one where even a non-coder can do it, and part two explanation of I've just included a Python script where if you want to customize for a coding background people, yes, they can do it. But at the same time, I wanted this video to get used for the non-coders people as well. So I made that as a two parts. So part one for non-coding background guys, and part two if you want to use a customized version of this. Okay. So firstly, let's understand what are we trying to trigger here. So we want to automate the workflow, right? So as soon as I upload a file into, let's say, some Google Drive, I should automatically get a meeting summary with follow-ups and what all the action item points that we have. So in order to trigger this, so my triggering point is like as soon as I upload a audio file to Google Drive, my workflow should trigger. So we have we have a lot of tools where we can automate. I'm using Pipedream, and every day it gives me 25 credits free. So I think that should be fair enough for me. I mean, every day I'm not going to use run this workflow multiple times, hardly like 2 to 3 times or 4 times maybe, right? So it's completely, I would say 25 credits is more than enough for us to start this flow. Okay. And what are we trying to do? I'll just go through the steps what is inside the workflow, the automation that we are trying to do. So as soon as we upload a file into a Google Drive, the first step it has to do is download the file from the Google Drive, and the second is we just trying to run a simple Python script where it is connecting to OpenAI API and getting a summary from an audio file. And the third step is we are pushing that summary into a Notion the database. So what is Notion basically? So generally I use Notion as a to-do list. So I'll just show. Yeah, so generally I'm using this for to get my upcoming meetings and reminders. So I have something like board, something like this, where I can say what is my current progress of my tasks, right? So I can just push like this and have a calendar view where I can see what all the tasks I have for tomorrow, all this stuff. There are multiple templates available for Notion, free templates and paid templates as well. So it is just I'm using Notion just to set some reminders to my tasks and what are my tasks for today and what is upcoming tomorrow. So just as a reminder, but you can explore more. So I can get so right now what I'm trying to do is after I upload a file into Google Drive, I'm getting the summary in my one of my Notion pages. So I can create multiple pages in Notion, something like this. I can say some recording notes, and I want it in a table format, new database. So that's all you need. All you have to do is open a Notion account and then create a new page. It's like recording notes, and then have a table and say new database, and that's all you need in order to push the summary to the Notion. Okay, now I have already given a link of for you so you just need to copy the link and create an account in Pipedream and use this link, as simple as that. So let me go ahead and do it. So Pipedream, so if you don't have any account, you can just sign up. I'm skipping for now. explore myself. Continue. Okay, so there you go. Right, so all you need to do is copy this link, copy, and then open. So if you want to sync to your GitHub, you can do it, but it's not needed. So I'm just clicking on creating a project. So based on how much time, what is the maximum time of your workflow is given by this number, the timeout for the workflow. So I'm just giving, let's say 100 seconds. So maybe 4 credits might get used for one workflow execution. So let's say you're getting 25 credits. So if it is like 4 credits, then probably almost you can convert a 5 you can run 5 workflows in a day. So let me create a workflow. Right, the first thing that is it is asking is, when should I trigger this workflow? So first of all, I need to connect to my Google account. So I'm connecting to my Google account, giving permissions to it. Okay, now it is by default, it is selecting my drive. Now let me go to my drive and then say new folder, and then I'll say recording notes. I'm just trying to create a new folder, recording notes. So as soon as I upload any file here, my workflow should start. So it is asking for, okay, what folder should I look into? So we can just give one of the folders that we have just created, recording notes. Okay, and then create source. It will take some time for deploying. So it is waiting for the event. So as soon as I upload a file into this records folder, my events will start. So let's test that as well. I have an audio file. Okay, now we have already uploaded. Let's see. Okay, so there is a new event, demo 2. Yes, so it is success, and we'll go for the next step. So the very first step we have configured how to trigger a workflow. So this is done. In the next step, as I told, first we need to download the uploaded audio file. Okay, so again select this, and so right now it is showing, okay, you have a demo2.mp3, but right as soon as you upload a file, it should automatically pick whatever the file that you're uploading. So I'm just trying to 1DAFV. So let's see what is the 1DAFV. So all it is looking for is this. So I'm just selecting this event ID. So this I'm just giving some custom expression, because every time this workflow gets triggered, so it will look for the event ID, because that is what that is where we have a file gets uploaded, and it is this is where it will find the actual file, and obviously it will in the destination path it will directly store in .temp, and we need to give the file path. Let's say my file .mp3. So right now I'm just using .mp3 files. If you want more customized way, probably you can customize this as well. Okay, so I'm just clicking on test. Okay, now after your file gets downloaded, let's go to the next step. So but before we go to this step, let's understand what is OpenAI. So because we are using in Python script, we are using OpenAI to read the audio file and then get a summary out of it. So the only requirement that you have to do in OpenAI is you have to have some a credit balance in your OpenAI to use the Open API key. So let's go to platform.openai, right? So settings, and then you have to add some credit balance by clicking on add to credit balance. So the minimum amount is, you can say, $5 because it starts from 5. So you can just use your credit card and then add a balance to this. Let's go ahead, and then so in order to use this, in order to run your Python script, it uses your API key. So first of all, you need to generate an API key. So all you have to do is create new secret API and then copy that API. Let me create new one. I would say recording test create secret key. So just copy this and then go to my workflow. So we are fetching our API key from data store. Okay, so first we need to create a data store. Create a store, you can name it anything. My data store. So let's select this data store, and we have to have a key API key given in that data store. Data stores, there you go. So I've just created a my data store, and you have to add a key here. So the key would be, just have a API key here, and in the JSON format you need to have a key in double quotes colon and your API key here. So copy and then paste and then click on this. Okay, it's been added. Now likewise, you also have to create your own API key and then add some like this, and then so that your Python script should pick your API key. And let's click on test. So no other changes needed. Again, if you want to customize, always you can just customize this. Okay, I think it's been longer time, so let me download this once again, and then so that it will download once again into a temp folder, and then probably we will run this step. So this time it should there should be a file in the temp. Now our Python script should be able to read that from temp. Yes, so it is giving the summary points as well. Let's see the summarization. It's a sample video. The text is a brief statement expressing gratitude to the audience for watching. No items or the follow-up mention. I mean, I don't have any other follow-ups or the action items in that particular audio, so that's fine. Now let's connect to our Notion database. So connect to a Notion account. So first, as I told, you need to have a Notion account, right? Notion, sign in, login. Okay, I'm creating a new account. For my personal use. Okay, so all I have to do is create a new page, say recording notes, and then in a table format, it's a new database, and that's all I need. I have a property called name, let it be like that. So let me go to okay, so let me connect to a Notion account. Okay. this is the one. And then you can select which page. So I already created a new page, recording notes. So allow access. We have to connect to which database. So recording notes is my database. And then let's not include any meta types as such. Property types, we have only name and tags, because if you see, we have only name and tags property. So right now we'll say name. We will just give what is the value to that name. So it is asking for the page content. So as soon as there exists as soon as you create a new record and you click on open, it will have certain summary. So what summary is that you're looking for? So I'll just remove this for now. I'll tell you what should be the summary. Okay, so the page content should be, it should come from the return value of Python. So Python return value, you have to click on select path. This should be my page content. And what should be my name? So what should be my name here, right? So there, if for that, let's choose some custom. You can choose this path. Okay, the name of that. So let's click on test. Okay, now let's reload our page. Oh, you already see a demo too. Just click on open and you should see the summary likewise. So you can still customize this, but this is just like a basic version is what I would say. And let's try to deploy. Okay, now let's try to test. So let me go to my folder and let me try to upload a sample audio. Okay, it's done now. Okay, it has identified that particular event. You can just click on that as well to view the flow. Oh, it is success. Okay, now let's, oh, there you go. So I got a summary, some follow-up items. So for now, I'll just end part 1. Okay, so let's come to the part 2 of the video and let's see how to actually, let's understand what is the program, Python program behind it. Let me click on edit. Okay, now let's understand the first line of the code. What it says is, I'm trying to add a OpenAI package. So generally we do pip install, right? Pip install OpenAI, right? Likewise, this is how we add a external Python package, and I'm importing that. Okay, and we just need to create a handler function, and then it should automatically run this handler function automatically. So this is how you generally, so this is a basic, okay, def handler and then pd colon Pipedream. So this automatically gets run in the background. Okay, the next part of the code is we are trying to get the keys from the data store. So I already told that we have already created a data store, right? So we are fetching that particular keys. Okay, so how do I do it? pd.inputs of data store and then data store.get API key. So get API key means it will return this one. Again, I have to, from that JSON, I have to get my open API key, which is in order to fetch this value. So I have given first get my API key and then dot get my open API key. Now I'm just opening my audio file, and this I have created a OpenAI client, right? And then using that, I'm using a transcriptions method. Model is only one model is available, audio file, and response format I want in text in English. Okay, so I'm just printing my response to just see what could be the response, and then final summarization. So here is a prompt action that you want to give to your program. Let's say It's just like a chat GPT, right? So you're just giving something and you give us some prompt like I want so and so. Let's say I want to have, just can you improvise my email using below text. Likewise, whatever the prompt that you're giving, you can give that particular prompt here, right? So I have given the prompt like summarize the following text and list any items, like any follow-up items do you have. So that this is how we give format my input, and that input I'm giving it in my messages. So client, OpenAI client, chat.completions.create using basic model GPT. You can use GPT-4 as well if you want more updated and it's more powerful than 3.5. And then I'm just printing that and returning that my summary. Okay, so that summary is what the return values, and that summary is what we are trying to use in our, let's go to that summary. We are putting it as a page content in our this one. This is what the page content is. Okay, so you can include more number of let's say properties, like let's say I want to include who is the author. Okay, I wanted to include who is the author probably, and then let me go to here and then refresh fields. Say I have author, and then go to author, and you can say show all data. Author, let's say, yeah, we can just have something like this, and then let's click on test. So I've just gave my name. Okay, I think the issue is with the type of the property. So author should be of property, let's say, okay, new property. Let's say I want a property as text, but it is author. Okay, now refresh. Probably let me refresh once again. Name, refresh. Okay, and then I think this should be the right value. Okay, there you go. So author, I'm getting a plain text. Okay, so again, once everything is done, you can just click on deploy. So hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments if you like the video, and thanks and have a great day.